Welcome back to Let's Play Knights of the Old Republic with me, Get Daved. So I realized I was on Dantooine and I forgot one last thing.
I took the loss of my droid much too hard. I feel I must apologize.
What about your husband?
But I must. I was much too attached to my droid. It was all that was left of my husband, you see. Maybe I thought that through the droid...
No, stop
but
talking.
I went too far.
Oh!
I could not see what was missing in living a normal life. Fortunately, in my grief, I returned here and ran into Samt, an absolutely fascinating man. Samt and I got to talking, and, well, we have a lot in common. I think we'll be seeing more of each other. It's funny how things work out in the end. Maybe there is such a thing as fate, after all.
Your husband
but I think we
died!
Should be going now. We have so much more to talk about. I just wanted to thank you for what you've done for me, and what you tried to do. Goodbye, and thank you.
If you talked to him earlier, he's, well, I don't use the term hoity-toity very often, but now is the time for it. If you're not familiar with the expression, talk to Samt in your game, and, you'll know what I mean. And, unfortunately, I don't think... Yeah, we're right by the Ebon Hawk, so we can't use the Insta-Warp. But, since we're here, I can always use the workbench, which is here. And then we're going to pretty much be done with Dantooine for the entire game after this, so... Time to say goodbye. Underrated song. Alright. Stun is kinda nice, but, I mean, we're looking at a lot of raw damage with the sigil. I'm gonna say sigil. I'm not really sure how to say that word. I have only seen it in print, never heard it spoken. And now I'm spaking it now! So we're gonna assume it rhymes with vigil, and I will doubtlessly find out if I am pronunciating it wrong. I enjoy our grammar talks. That's something you don't get with the other Let's Plays. Alright, Ebon Hawk. Not sure what an ebon is either. Maybe just as in ebony, the color? The Dark Hawk. Yeah, Ebon Hawk sounds better. Alright. So, here's how it works. You should start off with Kashyyyk, K-Biddles to its friends, or Tatooine. These are sort of the two easiest. I think Kashyyyk's the one to start with, because there's some kind of tough stuff on Tatooine. If you go straight in, yeah, there's some sand people. Yeah, there's a couple tough parts with them. Manon is third most difficult, and Korriban's the hardest. So, nut up or shut up. Let's go. Oh yeah, this is just a nightmarish vision of where the Starforge is located. It's not particularly helpful because a lot of the time they're in, like, localized chambers. Basically, follow the conversation trees, you'll get in.
The Force has given us a... There are some who believe Korriban is the birthplace of the Sith. This planet is an evil place. There are secrets here best left uncovered.
Oh, good.
During the vision, I felt cold and trapped, almost as if I was buried alive. It felt like we were in some kind of tomb. No doubt things will become more clear once we discover the star map's location. Maybe you're right. Most of the Dark Jedi would only know me by name, but there are a few among them who might recognize my face. For the safety of our mission, I must remain on the Ebon Hawk while we are on this planet.
Like, if it's the 1920s, and you've robbed a train, most people won't recognize you by face. They might know your name, but that's it. But if it's friggin' Star Wars, I don't know, I'd have a list of, like even like the SS, whatever. Okay, look. What matters is we're not bringing her along. So we're gonna go with Mission and Karth on this one, because, I mean, it'd be helpful to have another Jedi, but, I mean, it's Juhani. And we came straight here, because after all, we gotta take risks. It's a Let's Play. I've only done this once before. It's a lot easier if you're on level 15 or higher.
What?
So, we're on level 11. Yeah, we could probably use more toughness from Karth. I wonder if there's like an emotional toughness category. Is there a quit your whining stat?
What?
Alright.
Yes, what's on your mind?
Oh.
You got it.
Good, we can't talk. I'm bringing him along for certain reasons, but don't worry, it'll all be made apparent. Actually, I think you can ignore Karth every time and you'll still go ahead with his little side quest. You know, that one. Alright, always good to do a quick walk about the Hawk. Almost called it the Falcon there. That would have been embarrassing. Because a lot of the time there's treasures. Thank you. Oh my goodness. For the dumb shit of the Jedis. I'm good. I'm here to kill everyone. Suppose you get what you want. I have a high persuade stat, buddy. It's free. Alright, and Zerka Corporation is really bad.
No, that is the wrong answer. Again, you pathetic hopefuls can't possibly all be this stupid, can you?
Really seems like the Sith are the cool kids.
Yet, but I like the sound of that. Alright, one more question. A lot of you is trying my patience. Alright, let's say you become a Sith and I am your commanding officer. I give you an order to spare the life of an enemy. Do you do it?
No, I kill you.
Of course, Shaldan. Anything you command us.
We would never oppose you.
No. Do you honestly believe that the Sith are in need of such sniveling cowards? Mercy is a weakness. If your leader shows weakness, it is your duty to kill him and show true authority, true power. That is why the Sith are strong.
Go read The Prince by Machiavelli and then come back.
Probably never will. You wouldn't survive 5 seconds in the academy. The other students would tear you apart. Bah! I can't be bothered with fools. Perhaps I should... You, Jedi! You're looking to get in the academy, are you not? Well, of course you are. Why else would you be here?
Well...
Let me pose a question to you. These hopefuls will never survive in the academy. A lesson must be taught here, but I am at a loss as to what form it should take.
Oh, this is rich.
I wasn't talking to you. I'm
Hey,
thinking to spare them the
Karth
effort of
for a
being
minute
killed
there.
and do it myself. Perhaps I shall turn their skin inside out. Or force lightning. Yes, it's a most
I think you can just call it
impressive
lightning,
skill.
dude.
Or perhaps a bit of humiliation is in order. I could easily strip off their tunics and make them run through the colony. What do you think? I just can't...
Please, tell him to let us go, I beg you.
Silence. Why not, ask you? I'm rather exhausted from dealing with hopefuls like these. I can barely think straight. Besides, I find it fun.
Alright. Yeah, I think this
Let them
guy's a
go.
douche, so we're
And what
gonna...
could possibly convince me to do that? I suppose not, but you're as boring as they are. Fine, go on, all of you. Hopefully you've learned something here.
What a prat. However, if I remember how things go on Korriban, basically, you get a crack at killing everyone. I mean, it's pretty inevitable. Even if you go Sith, I mean, there's not room for that many of them. Oh, I do like Rhodians.
Jiskalosoki, Kopa Bononakachu, Labora na Wikis, Chiwi Aita Ka Chong Chicha Baba Hassan Shan. Jaskronki to Patslimo, Chi Ita Kanki, Chiwi Aita Ka Chong Chicha. Agi Inko Tune, Chunamuri, Kakincha Nawabagaon. Bagwa Shan
This Count Dooku, he was a gentleman Sith.
Kakincha Nawab.
Cassus Fett? Fett! That makes it awesome, because it's the same as Boba Fett. But it's also the same as Jango Fett, which makes it suck again. That's interesting, he's got infinite plasma grenades, which I think are the most useful, and then he's got a finite number of poison grenades, which... Four points every 3 sec. Yeah, I don't see how they can... I guess if you have a fight that goes on for more than 27 seconds, they could be just as bad, assuming they didn't save. That's crazy talk, though. So our only option is... Our only interesting one is Cassus Fett's pistol. Goodbye. Gotta do a little bit.
Look here, my dear friends. We have some newcomers to the colony, led by a Jedi, no less. I don't believe I've seen any of them before. Have you?
I hate Jedi, and these fallen ones are worse. They always get into the academy, and they think they're better than the rest of us.
Great. Just what we needed. Some punks to come steal our lunch credits.
Smart-mouthed newcomers, to boot.
Looks pretty fresh to me, Lashao.
That's what I thought. Well, stranger, I don't know whether you're aware of this or not, but here on Korriban, the Sith do as they please. And we are Sith.
I thought you weren't in the academy.
Quite literally, whether you live or die depends upon our whim. What do you think of that?
Yeah.
How precocious. I think this one tried to make a joke, don't you?
I didn't think it was funny.
Neither did I. A brave face, perhaps, but I'm more interested in being amused at the moment, I think. What do you say? Amuse us. Make us laugh, and we might just consider allowing you to live.
Oh man, you haven't met me.
What?
I think someone just stood up to you, Lashao.
Shut up, fool, unless you want to be next.
Yeah? Anytime.
Stop it. This is boring. Let's just go back to the academy.
Fine, we'll go. As for you, I'll find you later.
Yeah.
Trust me on that.
Man. It's okay, we'll get a chance to finish that conversation. Wink, wink.
I suppose you've heard about the destruction of Taurus, yes? Awful business, that. Zerka lost a fortune there. Not that the Sith care.
You poor guys.
We do some mining here, and are responsible for local shipping and support of the Sith on Korriban. Our starport is mostly just freighters and such. But we do get many travelers that come here to learn from the Sith. This office is actually our administrative headquarters for this region. Rather inauspicious, isn't it? We offer good prices here to those traders that keep the colony supplied. If you're in need of anything, this is the place to come.
I hear that a lot.
You certainly can. Allow me to punch up our stock.
Mm-hmm. Good for repairing droids. Light battle suit. Can't be upgraded, though. Chani light. We've got some of that right now. Some of the stuff isn't bad, but of course... Ooh. Yeah, some of the stuff isn't bad, but generally speaking, I prefer upgradable equipment. Could buy this and the main character could have regeneration, but at that price I don't think it's worth it. We will probably let this stuff just go by. Although... That's not bad. Nothing to pillage in the village. Oh, mission! So the big mystery here is how do you get into the academy? And you can do a little bit of the talkie-talkie, but there's other ways to do it. Looks like a rebel pilot. Don't worry about it. So that's something we can do. I believe we've got one more. Well, actually, I forget about this guy. Oh. I don't gamble. It's not the Jedi way. So there's our light side of the Force, friend. A lot of the people in the game, are really tailored towards, you know, whatever your persuasion is. I thought we had to do something with a medallion to get in.
I cannot render assistance.
Oh, we got a little R2-D2 C3PO thing going on there. If they had been enslaved. Or purchased by a moisture farmer, I guess.
You are neither a Sith, nor do you bear the medallion of a student of this facility. Please, leave. No one gets inside.
I don't know if you can actually get in there if you have a good enough persuade skill.
Through official Sith channels only. It is the device given to one who has been accepted into the academy, but has not yet proved their worth as a student. If one of the Sith decides you are worthy, you will be given one, which you must then take to Korriban, who I believe is in the cantina. It is she who decides which hopefuls enter the academy. On your way.
Alright, so learned a key piece of information there.
Leave me be. Can't you see that I'm busy?
You're standing there.
Isn't that obvious? You must be very sharp to possess such an astute sense. No, you may not. I'm busy amusing myself, and I'm not going to miss any of the fun. Now get lost before I teach you a lesson.
I wouldn't have gotten lost. Gotta keep up on your tricks. Press X to do that while you run. I encourage it. More likely that you'll put an eye out, but you know. She's
Is there
purple, so
something
she's
you
evil.
need, Jedi? Make it good, for I have little patience. You are far from the first Jedi who has come here after all, willing to abandon that decrepit order of yours. Who am I? You must not have been in Korriban for very long. Either that or you have been feeling your way about blindly. Luckily for you, I am in a charitable mood. I am Uthar, second only to Master Uthar of the Sith Academy here in Dresde. I am the one who decides which of the few of the many hopefuls who travel here to train actually become a Sith. Why? Is it your desire to enter the Academy? Is that why you are here?
Yes.
Ah, so you are just another hopeful after all. Or are you? There is something odd about you that I cannot place. Obviously, you are a Jedi. One who is very strong in the Force, it seems. So were you a part of the Order for very long? Did they train you? A Padawan, perhaps? Though it makes little difference. I sense enough raw power within you to... well, we shall see. With that kind of power, you could become a great Sith. Perhaps, if I let you. Does that interest you?
Yes.
I see. Somehow, however, I am unconvinced. No, my friend. I'll not be the one to bring you into our academy. If one of the other Sith accept you and give you a medallion, then perhaps. But otherwise, not today. Run along now.
Should have used my normal persuasion. Alright, you know what? We'll call it there. Next time, we're going to find ourselves a medallion, and then we'll start the dangerous part. I'll see you there.